Brian here, Canada Research. Just recording sound vibrations of the night. Looking at the vibration of cars and the understanding of the V factor, which I call vibrations. If you watch this car as she passed by now, we check the vibration. The green light, the red light. The red light is the level it goes up to. Now we just shine the light. Let's just shine the light for 1 second. It's just, it measures the vibrations of cars. Now here's a car coming in the distance and we'll just check the vibrations. We're looking for the noise factor. This is what we say is causing weather patterns and again causing different things to happen as well. There you go, he dimmed. Now the sound tells me he was creeping along now, you see, so his sound factor was very low. He was wondering who it was with the light, so the sound factor was very low. Here's another car coming now, and we see the sound factor. Yes, the sound factor went right up. Now I'll just get a more of a close-up again. Just get a close-up to it. Okay. Sound factor there. Each car determines the level of vibration. The higher the noise, the higher the light will go. Now, this is on main road here where I live, and it's a constant factor. There's the machine that's recording it. It's a constant factor there that I believe that sound is adding to the factor of weather, storms as well, which people don't say much of at all, because the whole universe made up of vibration, and that's a vibration as well, a sound vibration. It's a noise factor. Now some of these cars would be more noisy than others. Now the Milky Way is made up of a whole massive amount of memory of time, and the vibrations or noise factor can trigger storms from a distance and bring them forward in time, which we are doing right now. Now they said that the carbon never was this high now, and carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Now here we are, and there's cars coming back and forward, and we have the constant noise factor here. Now some countries have tar on the road that brings down the noise factor, but I've did a recording with the noise. It's the tires is nearly about 40% or 50% of the noise. The engines are not, but they are an explosion going on all the time in the engine where you have 4 pistons, but there is the noise factor continuing to add. Now I have found again where there's cities and like Haiti, noise factor has always been around cities, adding to weather. What me as a research company here records and digs materials from the ground, looking at volcano eruptions, found some here at Kylemore, looking at carving of rock with different rock pieces put together, came up with a lot of different type of materials, different type of rocks that all vibrate completely different. Some of them are very high vibrations. Now granite is a very interesting piece because granite vibrates a lot different than anything else. Now the noise factor of that time in the dinosaurs and that, because the air was a lot more denser, the vibrations was a lot more tougher, it was heavier on animals, so the vibration factor would be quite high, because animals had to keep coming back, and the trees then that brought forward more balance, because of the oak tree and the broadleaf trees, they brought back more balance into the earth because they were able to absorb the vibration factor. Now again, we're adding to that factor compared to our ancestral people, because they had horses and they didn't have the cart. The wheel of the cart was making the most noise, but we're making a hum now, and this machine tells us the level that it rises at. This is Patrick O'Brien here at Kylemore Research, checking out the V factor, which I call the vibration factor. And we are adding to an awful lot of this, so there's a lot of things that we could be doing with this noise factor by lowering the noise in our atmosphere and helping to curtail storms as well, which is not being looked at all. Here at Kylemore, we look at every aspect of what it takes to bring in a better balance. This is what we do at Kylemore. We produce electricity from solar panels that don't vibrate and make much noise. We drive electric vehicle that is helpful to the environment because they don't make noise either. So this is vibration factor is showing you the levels of the cars all the whole time as they pass. And nearly every one of them hits the top. They all have the same strength of pattern. Thank you very much for watching. This is Patrick O'Brien here at Kylemore Research, signing off. Bye. Okay, here's Patrick O'Brien here at Kylemore Natural Energy Research, measuring that sound vibration of the noise factor in on Earth. And I believe here at Kylemore Natural Energy Research, there is the machine that I have for measuring the noise factor. Now my noise of my sound of my voice is vibrating. Now the Milky Way is made up of nothing else but vibrations. So is all the rocks on the earth made up of vibrations. So everything vibrates or shakes. Now here's another car coming in the distance. That was gentle to the top, but we get a noisier one. There she went a little bit higher, but every time, see, I'm talking real loud and it still won't go up, but when you hit the higher pitch, you get it to go up. Now nearly 40% of this I put down there because I'd done it with my electric vehicle and I drove it by the side of this machine, and my noise factor went also up to a certain level as well. Not near as noisy, but I have wide tires on my vehicle, and the wide tires are making the noise, and all our cars have wide tires. So nearly 40% of this noise is made up with tires on the tar. Now this is something that could be addressed. There's strong pitch with the noise factor. Now it's the tarmac could be helped there with the sound. These are all part to play in the noise factor, in weather patterns that come in with storms, earthquakes. All these, the noise factor shake. If you get, say, let's say you get a jackhammer and vibrate under a table or shake under a table and put a coin on it, you'll find the coin will move towards the edge of the table. Now that's exactly like the universe, because ours is a spiral galaxy, and the energies, you know, that is in that some of these galaxies can be triggered from the past if we shake this strong enough, and we are doing that quite well on the earth now with cars alone, because the car population is out surpassing humans nearly. Now, there we go again, high pitch to the top, to the top. Again, this is Patrick O'Brien here at Kylemore Natural Energy Research, measuring the sound vibrations, or the V factor, that we here at Kylemore try to lower them. How do I do this? By using electric vehicle, growing trees, and chain don't make as much noise. There's a fair amount of noise. Now these people are coming home from the national ploughing match, so we have a good run, but this road can be very noisy. Now if you get a truck, it'll persist for longer. Now this is an interesting piece for us, because I believe that this is a big factor here on earth as well. It's not taken in consideration, and we can help by working with the road and the noise factor. And this is interesting because we are all made up of vibrations, we're all made up of noise. We listen to noise, and some people like a higher pitch, some people like lower pitches. But peace and quiet, like what we here at Kylemore, because we grow the trees and the 35 acres, that gives us a little bit of sound barrier against the noise factor that comes from the road. Now, I also have an electric vehicle that takes the timber out of the forest, so the noise factor in her is 0 and no noise, so it's quite helpful. You feel quite, it allows you to think, it allows you to give you time to think and to look at things and feel that lots of things happen in our environment that we don't understand. This is Patrick O'Brien here at Kylemore Natural Energy, showing this sound, boom, boom, here on a machine specially built, boom, that can take the sound. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop in on our website, which is www.pntnatural.com. Thank you very much. Bye.